بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وبعد. In many ways, today is a significant day for people in America because it's celebrated as Independence Day. In 1776, when Congress declared the 13 American colonies independent from the British, and then on the 4th, it enacted that law, people celebrated its independence. And it's very fascinating because the word independence means you're free from something. You're owned by it, you're controlled by it, and then when you're freed from it, you have independence. So in this case, America was under British rule, and then it separated itself, it got its independence. The word independence is really interesting because many of us know in the month of Ramadan, there are 10 days of forgiveness, there are 10 days of mercy, and then there are 10 days of itq min an-nar, which literally translates as independence from Jahannam. Which literally translates as independence from the fire of hell. And it's interesting that this year, Independence Day happens to be in the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, and very close to the day of Arafah. And we learn from Sahih Hadith that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that from all of the days in the year, the day in which mankind gets the greatest amount of independence from the fire of hell, from Jahannam, is the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. Sorry, the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, the day of Arafah, which for us is this Friday. So it just so happens that while many people will be celebrating the independence of this country, and they have reason to do so, we should also be remembering the day of independence for our heart, for our souls from Jahannam, a day in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is freeing the souls and freeing people from Jahannam like no other day. And a lot can be said about this day. I just want to mention one thing, and that is, for us many times, if we don't mark it on our calendars, if we don't put a reminder, we're going to forget. So what will happen is, Friday we're going to wake up, and then somebody's going to say, oh, today is the day of Arafah, and you're going to say, oh man, it's so late, I didn't eat suhoor, I'm so hungry. You know what, inshallah next year. In terms of importance, salience, this Friday is extremely important. Perhaps one of the most important days of the entire year. Days are important. Ramadan is important. Laylatul Qadr is important. Nisf min Sha'ban could be important. Shawwal is important. But the day of Arafah is perhaps one of the most important days of the entire year. And what adds value to this year is that it happens to also be on a Friday. So there's Jumu'ah, it's a Friday, it's the day of Arafah, it's a day of dua. There's so many things. So for preparation for this day, if the bare minimum that I can do is two things. One, I'm going to put my alarm on from right now. Then I'm going to wake up for suhoor. That on Friday morning, I'm going to make sure I have my alarm on, and I'm going to wake up as a family and eat. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Having suhoor really encourages you to fast. The second is I'm going to remind other people as well. Because many people who are so busy, they don't have that opportunity to be here in the masjid or to be close to reminders. They're only going to be told that Eid is starting on Saturday. What time is first jama'ah? What time is second jama'ah? What time is third jama'ah? When we're speaking to our relatives, let's also just slip in over there. Inshallah, first jama'ah this time, second jama'ah that time, third jama'ah that time on Saturday. But also, on Friday, it's the day of Arafah. It's a great opportunity to fast. It's a great opportunity to do this. Put this on your calendar and put your alarm. If we can do that, not only will I get a lot of reward, I will be a reason for others to get the reward as well. As Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, الدال على الخير كفاعله, that if I indicate others towards good, I will get that reward as well. So as many people celebrate the Day of Independence, and they have reason to do so, let's also be prepared for the Day of Independence for us from the fire of Jahannam, which for us can be the day of Arafah, a very important day, perhaps the most important day of the year. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspire us to practice, to fast, and to increase our a'mal, and may He accept all of our deeds during these blessed days. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.